Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
Yo guys, what's going on? This is Jason, coming back with another review. And we're going to be talking about the legendary Halo 1 Combat Evolved that came out way back in the early 2000s. That was during the original Xbox era, and was also the start of the new millennia, where it brought in a new type of gamer to the masses. This was right when PS2 came out, and of course the GameCube. This brought in this. I feel like this is the generation that really most people say defied gaming, the new generation of gaming. I sort of agree with that, but at the same time I sort of disagree, because of course, I grew up with the 16-bit era, so I have my own opinion on it. But you're probably wondering, Jason, why are you playing on this lower quality Halo? You could play on the Master Chief Collection, like the HD remastered. And the truth is, guys, I'm 29 years old. Okay, so if I played it on the HD collection, the remastered, it would be heresy, because I started with this version. Okay, so this seems to make sense to play on the original version to show some sort of respect towards the game I started off with. And of course, Halo is let's be honest, Halo is just not in the game. It's a big deal. So let's take a look back at Halo. Halo is evolved around this story of humans being in war with an alien race called the Covenant. And of course, humans are losing, apparently, as we understand. They've been retreating from the aliens from planet to planet, at least from the first game's perspective. Okay, later on, the game got more detailed, and that kind of thought went away. But of course, the humans had their old secret weapon, the Spartan, our space marine called Master Chief. He is the one-man army badass space marine, Spartan, ass-kicking, teabagging, motherfucking, alien-killing motherfucker. Okay, this guy was the motherfucking badass of all of them. I remember when this game came out, it was just mind-blowing that games would get this best. It would get better. I grew up in the Dreamcast. I went from the 60-bit all the way from there, and then playing Dreamcast, and then seeing Xbox appear. To me, it was mind-blowing to see that games would become a little more, I guess you could say, better, and just, I don't have a word for it, but I didn't think things would get this better. And of course, don't forget about the music. The introduction to Marty O'Donnell's masterful work on this game is, it's up there, scaled up there, legendary, man. So, with this game, it's really hard to review this game because everyone's reviewed this game, and it's practically loved by everyone. Of course, you're always going to have that small audience who hate this game, mainly due to the fact that, the game is popular. And of course, anything that's popular, you're always going to have your handful of people who say, that game ain't nothing, man, that game's cheap, that game sucks, whatever, man. I don't care, whatever you guys say, kids. All I'm gonna say is that this game really kicked off Halo and actually helped the original Xbox. If it wasn't for Halo, Xbox wouldn't exist, guys. The Xbox would never go anywhere if it wasn't for Halo. So I always say, show respect towards this game, because this game really pushed the Xbox forward, and this is the reason why people got the original Xbox. Of course, we can always bring the debate that it was Halo 2, but we'll put that aside for another time. So the story is simplistic. I think, as I mentioned before, it's about a human race escaping to the stars, retreating from an alien race called the Covenant that are pretty much beating the humans, and the only weapon they have is called this guy called Master Chief. He's a Spartan, superhuman, with badass armor, like I said. And of course, the Halo device is practically a weapon that the Cubbies use as more like a religious artifact, that they think that by activating this weapon that they'll be saved. Of course, we all learn later that's a dangerous weapon that pretty much kills everything in the universe that thinks. So it's up to Master Chief and of course Master Chief's helpful assistant and sexy babe Cortana. So they both gotta go to the pretty much stop the Cubbies from activating Halo, and eventually they run into the flood that actually causes a whole bunch of problems. And of course, then they have to find a way to destroy the flood and destroy the ring, and of course everything plays out. Now the gameplay is actually really solid for its time. It's a product of its time. It's honestly, if I have to say, a really good shooter, man. This game came out 2001, and for some reason, playing Halo Combat Evolved always feels great. Yes, it's simplistic and it can be repetitive in certain parts of the game, like the Forerunner structure when you go into the rings. It can get sort of repetitive, but you never feel annoyed by it, mainly due to the fact that the game tends to throw these enemies at you, the flood, and of course that opens up room to mess with other weapons. Okay, and keep in mind, depending on what difficult you're playing the game on, these weapons definitely have a different effect. So I guess you can say certain maps can be repetitive, but with the weapon mix around and you experimenting with weapons, getting to use these other weapons and getting better with them, it kind of, I would say, brings in a new experience to a point where it doesn't feel repetitive no more. Now, the difference between Halo, the classic, the OG Halo, and of course the Anniversary Edition is that there are terminals in the Anniversary Edition where it kind of extends the story, and you get like secrets from the Forerunners, hidden messages. And something I really liked from the original Halo, from the Halo Anniversary, is finding the terminals. And of course, the HD collection does really look good, and the fact that they kept the original music and a remix version is just, I think, a good approach. Something that Halo 2 did not do that really upsetted me, but we'll leave that in another video. But overall, dude, like, this game has been reviewed by everyone, man. It's really hard for me to review this game because I really liked Halo 1. And, of course, Halo 1 and Reach are always going to be by far my favorite due to certain reasons. But, Halo 1, man, is so loved, is so iconic that it's really hard to analyze it and criticize it. Because, the game is damn near perfect, man. It really is. The storytelling, the pacing, some of the action scenes, and the fact that, it just feels really good. Okay, if you're playing the original Halo or the Anniversary Edition, depending on what hard drive you're playing it on, it feels good. Okay, that's something rare I can rarely say about games, especially if we're coming from a OG perspective, okay, from the original Xbox hardware all the way through modern hardware, from the original Xbox 360 and of course the Xbox One. I've never had a problem with the original Halo playing it, or if it ever felt different, and that's rare to say, guys. And I think that's the reason why people love this game, is because it's a solid experience. Now keep in mind, back in the day, Halo Combat Evolved did not have online functionality due to its back then Xbox was still trying to get that Xbox Live running. So practically, you had to have a system link, something I did with friends. And don't forget about the montages, man. Halo was infinite for montages, of course, Red versus Blue, and of course, if you're going more in the area of machinima like Phil, We'll get there. But I remember doing my first montage of a Halo experience, and after I do this review, I'll just show you my old Halo montage. It's a bit laughable, but for this case, let's show it. Anyways, guys, I'm giving this game a 5 out of 5. It seems like a gimme, but it practically is a gimme because this game deserves every amount of praise that it gets. And there's no reason why you should hate this game. This game is what pushed the Xbox brand out there. We wouldn't have Xbox if it wasn't for Halo Combat Evolved. So, I always say, this game should be praised no matter what. And that's what I'm going to leave the video as. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next Halo video, be Halo 2.
Windmill, windmill for the land, love forever hand in hand. Take it all, live on your stride. It is taking, falling down. Love forever, love is free. Let's turn forever, you and me. Windmill, windmill for the land, it's everybody in.
Laughing gas, these hazmats, fast cat, lining them up like ass crack. Ladies, ponies at the track, it's my chocolate attack. Shit, I'm stepping in harder this year. Yeah, bear repping in harder this year. Watch me as I gravitate. Ha 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 ha. We gon' ghost town, this Motown with your sound. You in the blink, gon' bite the dust, can't fight with us. With your sound, you kill the ink, so don't stop, get it, get it.